Stadium in New Jersey. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Prompted me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Steeler fans around the country certainly happy to see this sight at quarterback once again for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It is old familiar number 7 jersey, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's been the starting quarterback for so long in Pittsburgh. It's hard to believe that last year only played a game and a half before going down with an elbow injury. But Big Ben is back under center, reassumed command of this team. Remember, in the offseason, he said he wouldn't trim his beard until he could throw a football to his teammates. Got that done, got a nice trim, and here he is, starting again for the Steelers.
First down, Steelers.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
James Conner on the carry.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's caught, Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Barkley. Muscles him off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ingram, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
brings up
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
The pass.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 for.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Roethlisberger will hand a counter, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor, and he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Barkley, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block, and he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Steelers nothing.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run here with Conner. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
James Conner, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson.
Roethlisberger's pass.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Conner. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger completing it to the right side. Johnson.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
Boswell's kick is good.
His kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Steelers 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. throwing here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
This, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020. But we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Barkley.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
6-yard line.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Ingram. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a dump off here complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Down and sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
The kick is...
And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Connor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
2nd and 5.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sack.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Open man right side is Ingram. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. 24-23, the final score. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 31-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second and inches, Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The scooping score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Graham Gano.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Sutton now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
They run with Connor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Samuels evades the tackler, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
10 yards to go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle.
Is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
The score, Giants 20, Steelers 16.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This is Barkley, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film, all that is different. You can practice it as much as you want to. You can even insert smaller, faster guys at positions to show that the speed's going to be quicker. But until the whistle blows and you play for real, it's just not the same.
And not as easy to implement on game day. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the Giants' 20.
Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
So out comes the field goal team once more. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
The score, Giants 20, Steelers 19.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, and that offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
25 yards.
New York ready to go again offensively. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Saquon Barkley.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Down at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
New York Giants.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8
yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Barkley did not get there.
The ball carrier.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.